Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's Triple Player NegativeAE, and welcome back to Steins Gate 0. Last we left off, we had just finished Kudisu's ending. Here we are, way back. So this is right after the shrine scene. There's a shrine scene way back in the second chapter where I had to turn off my cell phone, and turning off my cell phone was like this crazy thing. I guess in order to get the true ending, we need to go through Mayori's ending again. So I just wanted to come and show you guys this. This is the text message you get if you do the Kudisu ending first. It said, "Mad scientist, the world can be tricked. Connect the possibilities to save the world." Which is what was said to me in the first Steins Gate, which is really interesting because someone sent it to me. I don't know what that means. But supposedly this is the key, this is the text message that you get that will frickin' trigger the true ending? I don't know. It's interesting to me. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and skip like that, and I will see you guys when I see you guys, which is probably at the end, right? Talk to you guys later. Alright, we're back. These are the credits for the Mayori ending. Oh, wow. I just skipped through the entire everything. It was cool seeing all the stuff, because now that you know, like, brainwashing and stuff like that exists, it was cool seeing, like, other people, like seeing Yuki again with being brainwashed, seeing that guy, you know, remember the guy in the parking lot that killed that tried to kill us? Me, Maho, and Dr. Leskinen in the parking lot kept like going even after he died. That was really interesting because now that you know that like brainwashing and stuff is going on and all that jazz, it kind of makes sense why he's like just fucking crazy. I mean, he's a little bit of a super soldier, but I think that's what Derpo was trying to do, right? It's just cool going back and seeing all the stuff that I saw so long. It feels so long ago now, but then it also feels like I haven't been playing this game for a long time. So it's like a weird combination of things. It feels like I've been playing it a long time when I look back, but like if I just think about how long I've played it, it has not been a long time. I'm interested to see how much content is in this true ending. If it's just going to be a little thing after the end, or if it's going to be like a full-on chapter. Like, what's going to go on? I'd be curious. Because it's supposed to take place after the credits. So, I don't know. Because at the ending of the last one, it rewinded the credits. That freaked me out. Where it was like, rewind. Oh, here we go. That was really cool. I'm also curious to see if they show Steins Gate, or if it's like a callback to the first one, and then another game has the Steins Gate. I don't know. I don't know if I would be more satisfied with them discovering Steins Gate or not, actually. It's an interesting question, right? Like, would it be a better ending to show Steins Gate, or just like have them go there? I guess it would be a better ending to show it, because like you're unsure if you don't see it. The Milky Way crossing. Let's go. Alright, let's see what this is. Okay, let's turn off skip, 'cause we're not skipping. Now that the casual link has been established, allow me to explain the final stage of the plan. So, to recap the Mayori ending, just to make sure that everybody's on the same page, Mayori and Suzuha went into the time machine and went away. We don't know what happened, right? They got blown up the first time, but then we saved them the second time, I believe. So we'll see what happens. Allow me to explain the final stage of the plan. The purpose of this plan is to change divergence and reach the unknown world line called Steins Gate. By the way, I'm the one who named it Steins Gate. You of all people know why I named it that, right? Because it sounds cool. Isn't that right? (2025 AD). The Future Gadget Laboratory, aka the Lab. It was also the headquarters of the resistance organization Valkyrie. Once located in a room in a multi-purpose building in Akibara, had been moved to a new base after the Third World War. The place was too filthy to really be called a lab. But it was, without a doubt, the home of the best minds in the world as they searched for a way to reach Steins Gate. In the center of the room, Rintaro Okabe was delivering a monologue, posing like a stage actor with his white coat flapped. We reached the moment. Oh! We reached the moment that you're in right now because we wanted to save Kudasu. All preparations for my plan are complete. The rest is up to you. The final phase of Operation Scold will now commence. Your mission? Change the outcome without changing the established events. Kudasu, aka Maho Hyajo, was staring at him, annoyed from the distance away. Kudasu was Maho's codename in Valkyrie. Maho turned towards Daru Hashida, who was standing right next to her. So that's the message that we gave to ourselves in the other game. Hey, is that really the right way to go about this? Yeah, probably. Daru was grinning. He was history's greatest super hacker, and he loved Hoin Hyoma too much. Isn't Rintaro Okabe going to be embarrassed when he sees that with everyone else in 2010? Don't worry. Back then he was even more amazing. Oh, I see. Maho sighed and shook her head. But even as she sighed inside, she was so sad that she felt her heart was going to burst. She probably wasn't the only one feeling that way. Daru, Luka Urushibara, and even Rumiho Akiya, who was doing the filming, all seemed a little sad when they thought about what was to come. Deceive yourself. Deceive the world. That is the choice you must make to reach Steins Gate. And then Okabe walked towards the camera that Rumiho was holding. He'd insisted on standing away from the camera with his back turned to give it more atmosphere. So why was he walking towards it now? Maho sighed again. Okabe took the camera from Ferris and brought the lens up to his face. And then he said the final line. Good luck, mad scientist. Interesting. Then he stopped the recording, and the video message to the past was complete. It had taken 15 years to get to this point. It was such a long time. And at the same time, it had felt so short. Okay. That should do it, yeah. Alright. Now we just send the D-mail back to the past. Okay, don't screw up the sender or the timing, okay? Right. We're sending that one to your phone in 2010. Daru's video message goes to Suzuha in 2011. Yeah, you've got it. Okabe came over to Maho and the others with his white lab coat flapping as he walked. Good work. The way to Steins Gate is now open. This is all I can do. The rest is up to me in 2010. What is it? You look so glum. It's because everyone's so worried. Our first trial of the time machine is going to be a manned experiment. Maho looked up at the huge time machine, unit number FGC-193 behind them. It was almost the same shape as C-204, a model that had appeared in Akibara 2010, but it was still a prototype with many unstable parts. Don't worry. I trust my talented right hands. It'll be a success. You're going to die in 2025. In this world line, that's unavoidable. But that doesn't mean I want to see you commit suicide. They had this debate 1,000 times before. Maho herself had come to terms with it, but at the last minute she found herself bringing it up again. You're right. Suzuho once told me I was going to die in 2025. She said I died saving Mayuri from a thug with a knife. Mayuri's not here right now, but the ward lines always converge. I was sure I was going to die in 2025, but... Okabe flipped his white lab coat up a little too dramatically and put his hand to his chest. I don't necessarily have to die, do I? Vanishing from the year 2025 is the same as dying, isn't it? What do you mean? But I don't actually die, which is crazy to know. This theory was new to Maho. In other words, I don't have to die to leave the year 2025. I can travel to another part of time and space in our first time machine. That's some serious positive thinking. But as a theory, it works, right? Hey, there's the message. The world can be deceived. That message from another world line gave me courage. What I'm about to do is also run the trial for Operation Skull. Yeah, you're right. But to Maho and the others, it was all the same. After 2025, Rintaro Okabe would be gone. He would never come back. He wasn't saying it, but he knew it too. He stared back at each of his friends for a moment in turn, as if to help him memorize their faces. Most of them were founding members of Valkyrie and the former members of the Future Gadget Lab. They were here to see him go. Daru, Ferris, Luca, Maho, and standing quietly in the back, Yuki Hashida. A 7-year-old Suzuha Hashida was standing behind her legs. Oh, we know she dies too, that's interesting. Everyone. Thanks for coming this far for someone like me. But the battle against the laws of God continues. The next fight is 2036. Until then, keep it up. Good luck, Valkyrie. As she listened to Okabe's final goodbye, Maho tried her best to stop herself from crying. She couldn't cry here. She decided long ago that she'd keep hope in her heart as she watched him go. Alright. Time to go catch my escaped hostage. Take care of Suzuha too. Leave it to me. With the Kerr Black Hole Tracer loaded into this thing, I'm sure it'd be just fine. There was a special device that only the C-193 was equipped with. It was capable of tracing space-time distortion continuity created by Kerr Black Hole anywhere from 70 million years in the past to the future. You could call it a time machine tracker. It had been specially designed to allow them to find another time machine. Of course, they only had one reason for making it. To find Mayuri Shina and Suzuha Amane, who had gone beyond space and time horizon on Tataba in 2011. They'd guessed that when the battery on the C-204 failed, it had lost the ability to properly time travel. So after finding them with the C-193, Okabe would give them a spare battery and send them back to this time. If possible, he'd go too. If they could do that, the mission would be 100% complete. But doing that with this prototype machine would be extremely difficult. Okabe had to have known that. Perhaps he was thinking of sacrificing himself to send Mayuri and Suzuha back to this time. Alright. I'm off. See ya. Wait. The last member of the Future Gadget Lab, Kagari Shina, came running onto the floor.
Kagari,
I wondered why you weren't here. Where have you been? Sorry, I went to get this. Okay, take this for good luck. Is that the little Suzuha? Kagari handed him a faded green Upa keychain. That's grown-up Suzuha, or freaking Suzuha. Kagari. That's grown-up Kagari. Wait, I'm trying to think of like what would have happened for her to be here. Is she just as old as me because she stayed in the time? And there was no way to get her back, I guess. Make sure you give it back and bring mommy back too. Oh, that's awesome. Got it. I'll bring it back, I promise. Okabe took the keychain and gave everyone one final firm handshake. Finally, he came to Maho. Stay safe. You too, Kurisu.
Maho.
No, Maho. Okay. Do you think Steins Gate really exists? Do you think there's a world between where both Mayuri and Kurisu survive? It's the first time she'd asked that in 14 years, since the battle began on that year's Tantaba. It does. I know it. Oh, please zoom out. Rentaro Okabe, Hoin Kyoma, answered her with a smile. But the smile seemed so sad that Maho couldn't help but cry. Oh, please zoom out. That is the cutest fucking picture if you zoom out. Please zoom out. I'm not crying, sob. Oh, that's so cute. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that is the cutest picture. Maho gave him a hug and swore herself that she'd never forget his warmth and conviction. Goodbye. Okabe nodded a little. I'm a sucker for love, yo. Fucking, I know it's not necessarily love, but it's cute as fuck. Alright, everyone. Step back. We will now begin the operation. And the name of this operation shall be Operation Altair. He shouted as if trying to raise his own spirits, and not just everyone else's, and then entered the cockpit of the FG C-193 time machine. Maho and the others quickly began the countdown sequence to start the time machine. Since this was a trial run too, they needed to record all the data that they could get. A low roar enveloped the whole time machine. The vibration and noise were so loud that the building shook a little. But as far as Maho could tell, the data was normal. The thick hatch of the time machine was slowly closing. Then there was a sharp sound of it sealing tight and cutting off Okabe from the rest of them forever. It's going to work, right? Don't worry. Kyoma will do just fine, yeah. That's right. He's the man that makes the impossible possible. Yeah. That's our Okarin. I always like the sound of the time machine. A rainbow-colored fog started to rise up around the time machine. The sound of the engine grew so loud that it threatened to blow out their eardrums, and no one could hear a thing. Okarin! Dario screamed, unable to hold back any longer. It Doesn't matter if you're supposed to die. Come back here anyway.
みんなずっと待ってるから
Everyone will be waiting.
私も
I'll be
待ってる
waiting
から
too. So make sure you come
帰
back.
ってきなさい
As they screamed, the time machine started to fade away. And then... just as he'd promised on that distant day, he'd followed the two Oriheims. With the blinding flash of light, the time machine took off in the year 2025, heading for a time far away, and disappeared. Interesting.
宇宙に始まりはあるが終わりはない無限
No idea.
星にもまた始まりはあるが自らの力を持って滅びゆく
No
有
idea.
限英知を持つ者こそ
I don't want to risk skipping anything.
歴史からも読み取れる海に生ける魚は陸の世界を知らない彼らが英知を持てばそれもまた滅びゆく人間が光の速さを超えるのは
It's Maho
魚たちが
definitely
陸
that.
で生活を始めるよりも滑稽これはそんな神からの最後通告に抗った者たちによる執念のエピグラフ
Look at how cool Japanese looks, yeah. That's so cool looking. Is that it? Are we done? Was that the ending? Are we over? This, oh, the resolution is like... Okay. Okay, so... that was interesting. So, it didn't show Steins Gate. There's a couple things that happened, and there's a couple things I'm a little bit confused by, but a couple things that I like. I like that it didn't show Steins Gate. I liked the kind of ending it went for. The problem is that why would Okabe need to go back in time if he's sending... once he sends that message back in time, doesn't the shit change? I don't know. Like, why would he need to go back in time? Because isn't Steins Gate where Maori and... I guess he still needs to be there, right? Maybe he's still fated to die even in Steins Gate? I'm curious. I know there's a couple other Steins Gate games. I don't know if I'll play them or what will happen with the future of this. But I do like the world. Oh, and they're making a Steins Gate Zero anime, so maybe I'll watch that too. But I really liked all the CGs. Oh my goodness, the CGs got so good. They started out like but like towards the end, like some of those CGs were crazy. And when I say it's like not like I can do any better, but freaking it got real good at the end. It was a cool idea, like messing with the idea of like what's actually human, like what makes you human. It's like memories in your soul. So it's weird to think about like how that whole thing was like a giant question. Not to say that it's the first game that's ever asked that question, but it's very cool to see it being pondered. I like the idea of like robots actually like being like a race, like a race type thing where they're just, you know, we made them, but they still have, if they function exactly like us, what exactly makes people human? And that's kind of like a weird concept to mess around with. I like the Steins Gate though. I don't know, it's hard to find a good like choice-based visual novels, right? I think that's why this is so popular. It's like it's hard to find good visual novels that are not linear. I like the go to the world which is, let's see. Milky Way crossing completed. CG library. Wow. So, Steins Gate 1, Steins Gate 0, what do I like better? I like Steins Gate 1 a lot. I think they stepped it up with the art here. It started off like different. The art in this one's a little bit different than the last one, but I think I got so used to the art in the first one that it was weird. It was fun. It was cool to see the journey that Okabe took, because like I thought it was going to be like, oh, they try to go to Steins Gate, but something's wrong. No, this was the story of the other Okabe that you got a message from in the first one, which was cool. I really liked that. Lots of death, lots of sadness. I didn't cry in this one. There was no like points where I was like teary. There was points where it was like, oh, that's so sad. But I think it was part of it was just the emotional state. This video has gone on long enough though after the credits. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, Steins Gate. If you're unsubscribing, thank you for watching, and maybe I'll catch you on something else later. I appreciate each and every single one of you. If you want to stick around, we're probably going to be playing Danganronpa V3 next, if you're interested. It'll be a fun time. I have to see you guys in the next episode, whatever it may be. Steins Gate 0 is out. Peace out, you guys.